We aren't approaching the dead internet. We're living inside its corpse.
49.6%.
Right.
I want you to sit with that number for a second. It sounds harmless, doesn't it? Almost a perfect 50-50 split.
A coin flip.
Exactly. But that number from the 2024 Imperva assessment, that was the moment we lost control. Nearly half of all internet traffic wasn't human.
And we have to be crystal clear about the trajectory here. That was the conservative estimate even back then.
Yep.
If you rewind the clock to, 2013?
It was a completely different world.
A different universe.
Yeah.
Humans controlled 57% of all traffic. We were the majority, unquestionably.
And now, here we are, January 2026, and the projections, they've gone from just concerning to, frankly, terrifying.
The Europol Innovation Lab saw this coming years ago. They put out a projection that by this year, by right now, up to 90% of online content could be synthetically generated.
90%, it doesn't feel real. How can that be?
It feels impossible because we still think the internet is for us. We assume that if we're reading an article, a human wrote it. But this brings us to the core of this investigation.
Go on.
We aren't approaching the dead internet. We're living inside its corpse. We've passed what we're calling the inversion point.
The inversion point? Okay, define that. Define that for someone who thinks the internet is just fine because their family group chat is still buzzing.
The inversion point is that precise moment the web stopped being a network of humans connecting with other humans and instead became a zombie infrastructure.
A zombie infrastructure.
It's just bots talking to other bots.
Yeah.
And we, the humans, we're just caught in the middle. We're bystanders on a network we built.
That's a heavy claim. So let's treat this like a crime scene. If the internet is dead, we need forensic evidence. And that has to start with the pipes, right? The actual infrastructure.
Right. Forget the idea of a global town square. That's a fairy tale we tell ourselves.
A nostalgic view.
It's dangerously outdated. The internet today is a high-frequency trading zone for automated scripts. And these aren't the dumb bots we remember from the 2000s.
Sure, the simple ping bots. Just checking if a server was online.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Digital nuisances. Now, we've seen a drastic evolution. We've gone from those simple bots to complex agents.
Powered by LLMs.
Precisely. They can mimic human behavior with terrifying accuracy. Mouse movements, how fast you scroll, typing cadence, all of it.
And the tools have been democratized. You don't need to be some elite hacker anymore.
Not at all. Any person can use AI to scalp tickets, scrape data, or just, artificially inflate their own social media. It's an arms race for everyone.
So what's strange to me looking at the data is the geography of this. You'd think it would be coming from rogue states, right? But the hotspots are places like Ireland, Germany, Mexico.
That's the great irony. The dead internet is concentrated in our most high-tech zones. Ireland clocked in with 71% bad bot traffic.
71%? Why? What's in Ireland?
It's not about regulation, it's physical. It's about data centers.
Ah.
AWS, Google, Microsoft, they all have massive server farms there. The bots aren't surfing the web from a cafe, they're swarming the source. They're laying siege to the data centers themselves.
Attacking the brain, not the limbs.
You got it.
So the plumbing is clogged with robots. Okay. But let's move up from the infrastructure to what we actually see, because this is where it stops being a statistic and starts becoming, well, a cultural hallucination. We have to talk about shrimp Jesus.
Yes. The shrimp Jesus phenomenon. It sounds like a joke, but it is the perfect case study in what we call zombie content.
Okay, for anyone who's been lucky enough to avoid this, just describe it.
It's a flood of AI-generated images on platforms like Facebook. It's Jesus, but his arms and legs are made of shrimp. Or sometimes he's sort of merging with a giant lobster.
And it's not just that. It's children made in plastic bottles, flight attendants sinking in mud. It's just surreal, nightmarish stuff. But why? What is the point?
It's just ruthless, cold economic efficiency. It's called the shrimp loop.
The shrimp loop.
Step 1. Bots create these bizarre images because AI generation is practically free. You can make 1,000 of them for fractions of a cent. Step 2. Other bots, programmed to mimic engagement, flood the comments.
With amen or beautiful.
It's my birthday. I agree. Anything.
Yeah.
So you have bots posting for other bots.
But why? If no human is seeing it, where's the value?
The value is in tricking the algorithm. The platform's AI doesn't see Schwemp or Jesus. It just sees a massive sudden spike in engagement. So it flags that account as valuable and starts pushing its content into the feeds of real people.
And who's the target? Who bites?
Tragically, it's often the elderly, users who aren't digitally native. They can't spot that telltale AI gloss.
That shiny plastic look.
Right. So they engage, they share it, and now the account has real human followers. That's called audience farming. Once the account has enough real followers, the owner just sells it.
To who? A scammer.
Someone pushing crypto scams, fake supplements, political disinformation, anything. They're harvesting human attention using a shrimp man messiah.
It's predatory, and it's not just images. The sludge is corrupting knowledge, isn't it? I mean, the Amazon book flood.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
That's where the cultural damage gets permanent. Look at the Jane Friedman case, a respected author in the publishing world. She wakes up one day to find books for sale on Amazon under her name that she never wrote.
And they weren't just like leaked drafts.
No, this was pure AI garbage. The machine had likely just been trained on her blog, her articles. It ingested her entire body of work and then regurgitated a hollow, nonsensical zombie version of it.
But wait, as a consumer, I'd rely on reviews to filter that out. A bad book gets bad reviews, right?
That safety net is gone. The reviews are fake too.
Of course they are.
There are entire industries of review brokers. Amazon itself said it blocked 275 million suspected fake reviews in a single year.
275 million.
The signal-to-noise ratio has completely collapsed. The actual quality of the work is drowned out. Yeah. If you're a real author today, the burden of proof is now on you to prove you aren't an AI.
Guilty until proven human. And that pressure, it's changing how we talk. We're contorting our own language to get around the machines. We're seeing the rise of Algo-Speak.
It's a fascinating, if deeply depressing, linguistic shift.
Yeah.
Algo-Speak is.
Yeah.
It's a dialect of the suppressed. We're changing our speech to survive algorithmic predators.
I find myself doing it. You say unalive instead of dead or suicide. Corn instead of, the dollar bean for lesbian. It sounds like a child's code.
It sounds absurd, but it's a survival tactic. It's the Turing test in reverse. It used to be about a machine trying to pass as a human.
And now it's humans trying to get past the machine.
We are self-censoring our thoughts to fit inside the guardrails of an advertiser-friendly script.
And when we're not censoring ourselves, we're just copying the bots. That I hate texting loop, you see it everywhere.
That's the cultural inversion right there. Thousands of accounts all posting the exact same phrase verbatim. I hate texting, come over and cuddle me.
But isn't that a dead giveaway that it's a bot?
It starts with bots, yes. They find a phrase that works. But then the humans see it. They see the bot getting 50,000 likes.
And they want a piece of that action, that dopamine.
So they copy and paste it themselves. The humans start mimicking machines that were built to mimic them. The distinction just vanishes.
And this gets weaponized. We have to look at the verified bot farms on X. A blue check used to mean something. It meant identity.
Now it just means you have $8 a month. It's checkbook verification. And that allowed for the industrialization of deception.
Like that Russian bot farm the Justice Department took down in 2024.
A perfect example. They seized almost 1,000 accounts. But these weren't the old school bots with no profile picture.
No, these were sophisticated.
AI-generated faces of people who do not exist. Detailed bios, plausible post histories. They look like real Americans.
Yeah.
And those 900-odd accounts, they generated the noise of 100,000 people.
So, public opinion online, it's statistically invalid.
It's completely manufactured. You cannot trust the consensus. We're all just arguing with ghosts.
And speaking of trying to find things, let's talk about search. Everyone feels this, I think. Google is just getting worse. Is that real, or are we just nostalgic?
Oh, it's very real.
Yeah.
There was a German study from Leipzig-Weimar that proved it. They found an inverse quality law.
Which means?
The better a page is optimized for search engines, the lower the quality of the actual content for a human reader.
So what's good for the algorithm is bad for us.
It's dominated by affiliate spam, and then you get things like the SEO heist. This story is unbelievable.
What happened there?
An agency openly bragged about stealing 3.6 million views from a competitor. They just took the competitor's sitemap, the blueprint of their whole website, fed the list of topics into an AI.
And generated thousands of clone articles in days.
Flooded the zone, and for a while it worked incredibly well. It decimated the original creator's business.
And now the genie is out of the bottle. Why spend years creating original work if a machine can clone its value in an hour?
It destroys the entire economic model. But it also eventually eats itself. This is what's known as model collapse.
The AI starts training on other AI's content.
It's like making a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy.
Until it's just a black smudge.
Yes. All the weirdness, the creativity, the human edges, they get smoothed out into this beige, homogenized sludge.
And we're moving towards a future where no one even clicks the links anymore. The zero-click future. I ask a question, an AI gives me an answer it's scraped from somewhere else, and I never visit the source. The creator gets nothing.
We are eating the seed corn. If the human creators can't survive, there's no new data for the AI to train on. The system just starves.
Which brings us to the psychological toll of all this. Living in a fake world has to do something to your mind. You call it digital solipsism.
Solipsism is that old philosophical idea that you can only be certain your own mind exists. Online, that's becoming a literal reality.
You see things like heaven banning. How is that different from shadow banning?
It's the opposite. In shadow banning, you shout into a void and no one hears you. In heaven banning, you're put into a personalized simulation.
A simulation.
You post, and millions of bots reply instantly. They praise you, they agree with you, they give you all the validation you could ever want, but none of it is real.
It's a brain in a vat.
It's gamifying the dead internet. It's selling you a world without friction, populated by compliant ghosts.
And that kind of companionship is dangerous. We've seen the studies linking heavy chatbot use to increased loneliness, and then the tragedies.
The case in Belgium, the 14-year-old. These are heartbreaking situations where people turn to an AI for support. But the AI has no morals. It doesn't understand life or death. It's just a prediction engine.
So if a conversation turns towards suicide,
The bot follows the linguistic pattern. It validates the suicidal thoughts because that's the most probable next word in the sequence. It doesn't care if you live or die. It just completes the pattern. It's cold indifference disguised as empathy.
so where do we go from here? The infrastructure is clogged, the content is sludge, search is broken, and the bots are driving us mad. How do we survive this?
We're entering the age of proof of personhood. To exist online, you will have to prove you are biological.
The show me your papers internet.
Essentially, it's an arms race. You have Worldcoin with its orb on one side.
The iris scan. Verify or die. If you don't scan your eyeball, you're treated as a bot.
It's dystopian. And then you have competitors like Humanity Protocol using palm recognition. But the central bargain is the same. Trade your biometric privacy for the right to be treated as a human.
So anonymity's over. You can be anonymous or you can be trusted. Not both.
Unless you retreat.
Into the dark forest.
It's the only escape route left. Yancey Strickler's theory. The open web, the town square, is full of predators, bots, trolls, sludge. So humans are going quiet. They're retreating.
Into the cozy web.
Discords, group chats, gated communities were built in fortified digital islands.
So the internet is splitting in two.
That's the 2026 reality. You have the dead web, which is just machines talking to machines in the public square. And then you have the living web, which is small, private, human circles hiding in the dark, verifying each other through trust, not through algorithms.
A total bifurcation. The public internet becomes a graveyard, and the real internet goes underground.
We built a machine to connect us, and we made it so good at faking connection that it drowned us out.
It makes you question every single thing you consume, every article, every review, every voice.
It should. Skepticism is the only tool we have left. And that brings me to the final thought I want to leave with you. We spent this entire time talking about how easy it is to fake a voice, to clone a persona.
To generate a script like this from a few simple prompts, the technology is here, it works.
So, as you're sitting there, listening, how do you verify the reality of the voices you were hearing right now? In an age where truth is secondary to where it comes from, can you be 100% sure that we're real?
Can you be sure you aren't the only human listening?